everybody, it's Bobbie. Welcome to the Paper Jungle. I wanted to show you a card that I made yesterday. I didn't have a chance to make a video on it, but it turned out really pretty, and it's a wreath card. And what I used to make this was the Swirly Scribbles, the largest of the dies, and I cut out the wreath piece with the Swirly Scribbles. And then I used several different die sets to get the flowers and the greenery there. And I used lots of labels to cut this banner, the scallopy part of the banner. And then on the sentiment on the inside, I used the basket of wishes, this sentiment here that says giving thanks for all the blessings of you. And I used the triple corner punch from the occasions catalog that they just had, this last one. And I added some flowers and one leaf to the inside. And then I put a few gold sequins on it. So what you're going to need is a piece of pumpkin pie, and it's 11 long, 4 1/4 wide, and I've got the piece on the inside like the sample. And then on the front I have the banner piece, and I'll show you how I got that. My table space isn't big enough for me to cut it in here with a big shot, but I'll show you how I did it in case you've not done it before. If you already know, just be patient with me a minute, because there may be people that haven't. But you'll use your magnetic plate, your first clear plate. Mine's not too clear, it's been used a lot. Then you'll lay down your Very Vanilla, and I needed this to be longer than what the die is, so just place it where you want it to be, and then you can move this up off of the plate and lay the second one, the top plate, down right where you want it to cut. And it'll only cut where there's two plates. So if you position it like that and then run it through your big shot, it's only going to cut this scallop bottom. And then you can take your scissors and cut off over to the sides and make it the width that you want it. And that's the way I got that piece. Okay. Let me move this out of the way here. Okay, and then I used several dies. Actually, I think I used 4 or 5 different die sets to build this and get all these little flowers. And I used just a small piece of Very Vanilla. It is the ribbon that has the stripe in it. And I just simply tied a knot in it and then trimmed it off to the length I wanted it. Like that. And then I just trimmed it off and put it on the bottom, which we'll do that later. But for the wreath, I used the Swirly Scribbles, and you will want to get the die brush when you get to the point of ordering all the dies and stuff. You'll want this brush, and it just pops right out. It is. Now there's one little piece that didn't come out real good, and I'll just take my little pokey tool and it pops right out. And I'll position it on here however you decide you want to do it. And then we've got the 2 pieces of greenery. This one's not out yet. Yeah, it's loose. Some of these are so delicate you have to be careful with them. Yep, it's loose. Okay. Now because I use so many different die sets, if you already have these die sets, that's one thing. But if you don't have, just drop me an email if you want to make this card, and I'll be glad to die cut these little pieces for you so that you don't have to buy all these dies at one time. You might want to kind of accumulate 1 or 2 here and there, and over time you'll eventually have them all. But until you get to that point, I'll be glad to cut these out for you and just drop them to you in the mail free of charge, because I have tons of scraps left over from different card projects, and I never throw anything away. I keep them all. And some of these flowers are so tiny you can get them out of the tiniest little scraps. Come on, glue. Let's get it out of here. There, oops. Don't want too much. I just want a little bit on there. Just on some of the larger areas where one crisscrosses the other, then you can get some glue back there. And it's so fine you can't hardly use a dimensional on it. Okay, and we'll just place this down on the, let's put that up that way. That's not even. Get it where it's even. And then we'll do the same thing with the little sprigs of greenery, but I'm just going to put that down the center because they're so tiny. I don't want the glue to seep out and leave a big shiny mark. And we'll put this one going over this way. I love cards with wreaths on it, and I thought, you know, I was looking through my stamps and dies the other day, and I've used the Swirly Scribbles several times, but it hadn't dawned on me that it would make the perfect wreath, and all at once it hit me, and I thought, oh my gosh, why didn't I see that before? So, let me grab a wipe. I get glue on my fingers. Everything tends to stick to you when you get glue on you. Everything. Okay, so now we'll just, this one is from Botanical Gardens, and it's more dimensional, and we probably, let's see if I've got some glue dots in here. Actually, I think I could put a little piece of a dimensional on the back of this, and then we can slip some of the other pieces underneath it. If I can get it to come off my finger, I can. It goes together real easy. It's such a pretty card with all these different fall colors on it. Just put that right down there. And I'm just going to kind of curl them up a little bit. A little dot of glue on that one. And the only stamp used on this whole card was the cinnamon on the inside. Okay. And this one is Cajun Craze. I think I've got pumpkin pie, Cajun Craze, melon mambo. The wreath is chocolate chip. Let me put this down here. And this yellow, we'll put a yellow over here. Yellow one up there, and maybe another little orange one. And then we'll take the dazzling diamonds, or we can use the pearls, either one. I don't mean dazzling diamonds, I mean the basic rhinestones. And we'll put that in the center. Let's go with the, since it's very vanilla, let's go with the pearls. Okay, and I'm just going to pick them up with my little pokey tool and put a pearl in the center of each one. I've still got glue on me, and get it all wiped off. And you know, I've had several embossing machines, die cut machines over the years, and the reason I bought the Big Shot is because you can do the partial die cuts with it. And the most recent one I had before that was an electric one. But the problem, and it did a real good job, but the only thing was you can't stop it partway through and make it do a partial die cut. Once you send it through, it goes all the way through. and I wanted to be able to do the partial die cuts, so that's why I bought the Big Shot. Okay, and we're going to put the medium one over here, and then we'll get a little one for that last flower, for this little orange guy up here. Okay, now we'll take our little ribbon and just kind of trim it off. It doesn't need to be very long at all. And we'll put a glue dot on it. There's a glue dot. And we'll put it right down here on the bottom. Just like that. And there you go. There's your wreath card. Isn't that pretty? Now all I have to do is put the gold sequins on it, and it's ready to go in the mail. Oh, I've got clear ones out here. I thought I had the gold. Let me grab the gold. Oh, here they are. I must have left the clear ones out from another project. Okay, let's put a few of these out here on the table. Have I got my tweezers handy? I don't guess I have my tweezers. Well, we'll do the best we can. So we're going to put, don't want too much. It's hard for me to see when it's coming out. There we go. I may have to go get the tweezers, because they're going to stick to me. There's that one. And that one. And I think I got too much glue over here in this one spot. Let me grab my tweezers just real quick, because they're sticking all over me. I'm getting the glue on me instead of on the paper. Okay, that's always when you can't see what you want. You go in there and everything's right there except what you want. Okay, let's put one over here. Yep, I got it on me. There we go. I've got glue over there that I didn't want to be there. Okay. And this little feller. Let's put him inside the wreath. I've got plenty of glue up here, that's why I'm trying to use it up so it doesn't leave a big shiny spot on my card. Okay. Oops, lay down there. Not wanting to cooperate. Okay, now I'm going to stick this one here, now that I've used up most of that glue. Stay down there. Okay, that should be good. And I'm still gluing to everything. Okay, so there you go. That is today's card. And here's the one that I already had made. I thought it was such a pretty, cheery card. Make a nice Thanksgiving card, or all-occasion card, actually. So if you guys decide that you want to make this card, all you need is your pumpkin pie and your very vanilla, and I'll cut all the pieces for you. just let me know. I'll have a link at the end of the video so that you can order the pumpkin pie and Very Vanilla from my store. And then I'll send you all the pieces to cut out the wreath and the flowers. And I'll even send you a little piece of the ribbon, so you won't have to buy that. And there will be no charge for any of that. Okay, thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye.